driving right now, so if my camera is a little shaky, I apologize, but now we are just going to talk about some things that I'm thinking about as I'm driving. So one thing I was thinking about is, like, you know, everybody talks about, like, the great breakthroughs, the glow-ups, like, the crying moments of healing, right? But nobody really talks about how there's, like, a whole boring, quiet portion of, what's it called, of healing. I'm not saying that, like, the breakthroughs aren't the major parts of the healing, but there's also a portion where, like, you're literally just consistently doing, like, your good habits or, like, your aligned action, and you're just kind of just, like, living your life, and then you're like, okay, what do I focus my brain on? Because that's something that right now I've been in, where I'm like, okay, like, I manifested all the things I want, they're on their way, now what? Now do I just sit here and enjoy life, right? And from a psychological standpoint, it does kind of make sense, because if your brain is used to chaos, then obviously that is, like, why it can feel boring, right? Like, I personally grew up in chaos, and even though right now my life is very, very peaceful, sometimes it can get a little, like, uncomfortable, because you're like, okay, like, life's great, and that's great, but, like, what do I work on now? Like, what do I look forward to? And I think the biggest thing within that also is understanding that, okay, you always don't have to strive for everything. You don't always have to be working on something. Sometimes you just gotta be enjoying life. And that is the purpose of all of it, right? Like, when you're manifesting your dream life, in your dream life, are you, like, striving to be perfect, or are you already just living your life and enjoying all the abundance that you've manifested, right? And if you look from, like, a spiritual perspective, right, like, whether you believe in energy, manifestation, astrology, whatever it is, right? Growth doesn't always happen in the big flashy moments. It also happens in the boring seasons too, right? Like, it's when, like, you plant a seed. Like, you don't just pull it out every day and check, like, okay, is it growing? No, you trust that the roots are growing underground, and, like, even when you can't see them, and it'll come out when it comes out. And it's, like, the same concept with healing, to be honest with you, right? Even if life feels, like, a little slow right now, a little repetitive, like, a little boring, as it says. And I will say happiness can be boring, and that's okay. Like, it's not that, but that's what we've strived for, right? And it's not because you're stuck. It's because you're literally integrating into a new reality, which you asked for, a life of peace, right? A life without that, like, the stressors that you were dealing with in the past. Okay, so how do you actually know that you're healing? And personally, there are some signs, like, for me, and I'm gonna list those signs for you guys as well. For me personally, I've noticed that, like, I get less triggered by things that would tend to ruin my entire day in the past, right? I'm okay with people misunderstanding anything I'm saying, like, instead of taking it personally. Like, I'm okay with that. I'm okay if some people get me and other people don't, like, which is not something that I was okay with before. I also don't always feel the need to, like, fix or chase anything anymore. It's like, it is what it is. Like, I did my best, and if not, cool, whatever, right? Sorry, I had to cut it off because there was a lot going on the road. But anyways, another one I would say is I crave peace instead of chaos. Like I'm, like, even if it feels uncomfortable, I'd rather choose peace over anything chaotic, to be honest with you. And then I've kind of realized that rest isn't lazy, and it's necessary. And the weird part is, like, before, my body used to overwork itself. Like, I say overwork, work, whatever it is, right? Depending on the perfectionist mindset, because that's the mindset I'm trying to get out of. And I've been noticing that I let my body rest more now, which is very interesting to me, because I'm like, oh, okay, like, I make time for a nap. Like, that's wild. Astria wouldn't, right? So if you're sitting here right now thinking life is a little too quiet, a little too calm, which relatable. That's the phase I'm in right now as well. Totally understandable. Do not stress. You're not missing anything. You're not behind. Like, you're healing. This is the life you asked for. A peaceful life, an easy life where you get everything you want, right? Boring seasons are just your nervous system's like finally breathing. But also in my case, and this might be the case with a lot of people, learning to accept peaceful moments when you've constantly grown up in chaos can be really tough. But just remember that you are exactly where you're supposed to be, and everything is going to be playing out the way that it's supposed to be, the way that you want it to be. But anyways, alright, those are my car ride thoughts. I will see you guys next time. I'm trying to make content shorter and longer, but shorter mainly because I know that even my attention span sometimes can't tolerate a 30-minute video. So yeah, anyways, like I said in the previous videos, please subscribe to our channel, The Bliss Essence. Please follow our Instagram, The Bliss Essence, and then our TikTok, The Bliss Essence LLC. Go visit our website, www.theblissessence.co. I would love to hear any stories or anything that you would like to share. There is a sharing section there, and I would love to share or answer any questions that you guys might have through that website or through our TikTok or through our Instagram. There's always content on how you can just live your best life. All right, I will see you guys next time. Bye.